Pokemon Legends Arceus Week 3 sales have been published, and if you're offended by me covering these facts, then you're in a bubble and you need this video more than anyone.
What's going on, guys and gals? It's Mitsuni Nikki here once again. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm bringing you guys once again some more Verlisify salt. So Verlisify recently has posted a video talking about how Pokemon Legends Arceus' sales are falling short. Once again, sitting here just blindly hating and criticizing the game for not selling as much as Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. So if you guys are down for that, you ready for that, let's get into the video.
So let's see how Pokemon Legends is performing. So for the third week, it sold 140,000 copies in Japan, bringing the total for the first 3 weeks of sales to 1.9 million units. How does this compare to Pokemon Sword and Shield?
Wait a minute, Verlisify, but I thought sales don't equal quality, going off of your brainlet logic, of course, right? So, Pokemon Legends Arceus selling less than Sword and Shield doesn't mean that it's not better, right? I mean, because Sword and Shield may have sold a lot, but by your words, you know, sales don't equal quality. So, therefore, we already know Sword and Shield was a bare bones Pokemon game. It was a middling experience at best. So, just because it sold more than Legends Arceus doesn't mean it's the better game, okay now? Come on now, Verlisify. You sit here and you freaking go back on your word constantly. You switch up so much.
Poorly. Wait, but it says that it's the top-selling game for 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Pokemon Sword and Shield had that. So let's see what happened with Sword and Shield. 275,000! Over 100,000 more sales for the third week, which actually pushed the total to over 2 million and more.
Okay, and sure, that's a very impressive feat for Sword and Shield to do, to sit here and sell 100,000 more copies than Legends Arceus, but that doesn't mean it's a better game, Verlisify. Okay, you can just take one look at which one had more quality and effort put into it. Okay, even if it wasn't that much effort, you can clearly tell how much Game Freak has improved compared to Sword and Shield. Just because Sword and Shield is still one of the highest selling Pokemon games ever does not mean it's good. I mean, we literally have Call of Duty games that sit here and become some of the highest selling in their franchises, and yet that don't mean they're good. Just look at freaking Call of Duty Vanguard or Call of Duty Cold War.
Then Pokemon Legends Arceus in the same amount of time. Because I'm seeing like a lot of idiots in the comment section like, oh, this isn't fair, Verlisify. You're comparing Pokemon Legends, which has only been out for 2 weeks.
Just because your game sells well doesn't mean it's fucking good, especially compared to the other games in this big franchise that you have, Verlisify, okay? I mean, we literally out here got freaking, what? We got Halo Infinite right now, which it's a decent game. It's a decent Halo game as well, and it has fucking, like, what? It had like 20 million players on launch day, but that doesn't mean it's the best Halo ever just because it had millions of fucking players on it. 343 still has a lot of shit to fix in this. Like, come on now, Verlisify. I could sit here and pick apart any big game from AAA studios that have sold well, but that doesn't mean they were actually well as games. They weren't like well made or nothing. So come on, man. Your logic can literally be picked apart in just a few seconds.
To a game that's been out for years. No, I'm doing it for the exact same time frame. In 3 weeks, Pokemon Sword and Shield sold 2 million.
Wait, but I thought you said Legends Arceus was just 2 weeks. Now you're over here saying that Pokemon Sword and Shield was 3 weeks, even though you were saying that Pokemon Sword and Shield sales was for the 2 weeks same amount when it got released as Legends Arceus was. But now you're over here talking about how you're comparing it to how freaking Sword and Shield sold out within 3 weeks compared to Legends Arceus 2 weeks. How about you just give it another week, Verlisify? Or how about you just push this video out as soon as you can and just sit here and spout more hate and bullshit?
And in 3 weeks, Pokemon Legends Arceus sold 1.9 million in Japan.
That's not what you just said, Vlissify. Oh my fucking... Do I have to rewind back your clip or something? Here, let me do it.
I've been out for 2 weeks.
Contradicting yourself at every step, man. You just cannot stop doing this, can you, Vlissify? But I see now, it's all about the views and hate and clicks, you know. But you just lost another 1K subscribers, so how much longer are you going to go continue doing this? And not only that, your views are dwindling, buddy. The only way you're getting more views is to do these little hate rants. And even those aren't getting as much views anymore now. You're not popping off that much now. So let's see how much the little facade you have can just hold up.
And it just kind of shows that the longevity of Pokemon Legends isn't there, and I believe that's because people are seeing what the game has to offer. They're going, nah man, this ain't for me. This looks terrible.
Alright, Verlisify. Pokemon Legends Arceus' longevity is not holding up, yet there's millions of people playing this game every single day, and I'm seeing tons of videos all over my feed, and I don't even do that much Pokemon stuff. Wow, spoiler alert. Yeah, I'm talking about Pokemon even though I don't even do it that much. Wow, big shock. Anyway, let's move on. People are over here playing Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I'm seeing tons of videos and stuff about it everywhere I go. Even from creators that I didn't even know who played Pokemon and have just started playing Legends Arceus. People who wasn't even interested in Pokemon before are playing Legends Arceus. So what the hell are you talking about the longevity of the game is dying?
And then we could take a look at Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which had to have done terribly for its third week, right? The secret was out, the game is terrible, everyone on social media was trashing it. And then Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl outsold Pokemon Legends for the third week, almost making it higher selling in total, despite having the 6.5 million total sales in its first week, which beat Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and beat Pokemon Sword and Shield. You're wrong, Verlisify! Nope. In the great words of Dave Chappelle, Twitter isn't a real place.
You know, Verlisify, you just can't make yourself sound any dumber somehow is what I keep thinking in my head. But then when I listen to more and more of your videos, you prove me wrong every time. Because every time you say something else, you just keep sounding stupider, man. Are you seriously telling me that if Pokemon Legends Arceus was supposedly honest in its reveal and stuff, it would have sold fucking worse? What? Then you over here telling me that, oh, well, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, even though how much it got bashed on, it sold more than Legends Arceus. Just because your games sell well does not mean that it's actually good. I mean, look at Battlefield 2042. It sold well at first, and then now what we got? We got over 200,000 people trying to sign a petition for that piece of shit because it sucks. And EA and DICE don't know what the hell they're doing. They fucked up the game. Then you got COD Vanguard, which also sold well and is a middling Call of Duty experience. Need I go on, Verlisify?
In the real world, Pokemon Legends isn't as good as everyone is saying online, and honestly, I feel like Pokemon Legends would have performed way worse if the marketing about the game was actually honest to begin with. You have to be a dishonest person to think that the first Pokemon Legends trailer wasn't trying to come off as open world or comparing itself to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That when you look at this, and all the sweeping shots and the environment and like the entities interacting and stuff, and even when we get to like the main character moving around the world, it's supposed to come off as Pokemon Breath of the Wild, the open world Pokemon adventure that everyone wanted when it wasn't that, and then the Pokemon Company hid the fact that it's not open world.
Holy shit, Verlisify, it's almost like that's exactly what we actually got. Not what we wanted, it's pretty much kind of what we got. Sure, it wasn't to the same fucking scale and scope and polish as Breath of the Wild, but then again, Nintendo seems to care more about their Legend of Zelda series and Mario series than Pokemon. Let's be honest, people, Pokemon is cool and all, but Nintendo really does give a fuck more about Legend of Zelda and Mario. Okay, so of course it wasn't going to entirely have that level of polish. Not only that, Game Freak, if you ask me, isn't even as talented as the team behind the Legend of Zelda series. Just look at the fucking classics they done put out, okay? Like, come on now. We already knew it wasn't going to have the same exact level of polish of Breath of the Wild. And if you thought that it was, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but you lied to yourself, okay, man?
Since the Pokemon Company wasn't upfront about the game not being open world, people were in denial of official information on the website. I got hated for reading this and saying this means the game isn't open world. After receiving an assignment or request and preparing for your next excursion, you'll set out from the village to study one of the various areas of the Hisui region. After you finish your survey work, you'll return once more to prepare for your next task.
What the hell are you talking about, Vlissify? Legends Arceus is open world. They didn't hide nothing from us. The marketing wasn't a lie. Jesus Christ, man. How many more stupid points are you going to come up with that make absolutely no sense, Vlissify, before I lose every last brain cell I have in my head? You know, when I first covered you, I had about millions of brain cells up in there. Now I have probably about 100 just from hearing you talk even for like 3 seconds.
And even the Jubilife hub gameplay is really awkward for mass outbreaks and like resetting areas and Pokemon spawns, so it's even worse than I thought at the time. The Pokemon community was in such derangement over Pokemon Legends that after reading that, they went, no, you're an idiot, Verlisify. Pokemon Legends is still going to be open world.
That's because it was open world Verlisify, but then again, you know, you're a guy over here who sat here and played Legends Arceus for about 3 hours, and you also watched a video of someone who was very good at the game doing a boss fight and thinking that the entire game was fucking easy. So then again, your opinion is kind of already invalid in that fact anyway.
And it took until the email reply to a, was it Kotaku article or like Nintendo Life or something? It took a quiet email reply in some obscure article for the Pokemon Company to not even fully say the game wasn't open world for people to start coming around. And then the narrative was, well, they never said it was open world, even though all of the promotional material has been trying to copy and paste other open world games to get people into investing into it. And by the time they realized they were wrong, it was too late because that's how modern culture is.
Jesus Christ, man, all the dumbass points he's coming up with, making it seem like he's trying to spin this around to like they Cyberpunk 2077'd us with Pokemon Legends Arceus. They didn't lie about the marketing or what the kind of game it was going to be. They didn't lie about the gameplay features or whether it was going to be open world or about the damn story or what Pokemon was going to be in it. Verlisify, okay? So you over here sitting here and lying to your darn target audience, and they're just eating this stuff up. But I bet you it's going in one in there and out the other, man.
And then again, just going back to it, if they showed Dialga and Palkia before the game came out, or before like the cancellation window for the pre-orders, they would lose hundreds of thousands of sales. Like, that is unacceptable, indefensible, and awful.
I'm sensing a bit of projection here, Vlissify. Are you describing yourself right now?
Same thing for the starter Pokemon designs. Like, I saw a lot of people, their hearts were broken when they were looking forward to it. Like, yo, Samurott finally going to get the respect it deserves after over a decade, and then we just get like an extreme randomizer reskin that's not even that good. They massacred Typhlosion, and then they also were dishonest about it because it's pink in the game but purple here, and this purple and red still looks awful. I don't understand how you can screw up one of the best starter Pokemon designs so much to the point where even the Gen 2 shiny sprite is better.
I don't understand how the hell you wake up every day, pick up your Blue Yeti microphone or whatever the fuck you use to record with, sit here and spout some toxic hating lies to spread to your core audience of 468k people who don't even entirely watch you, and then you go to sleep afterwards and just say, yeah, I'm calling it a day now. I'm through spreading toxic hate.
Then the official art for Hisuian Typhlosion and the in-game as well. And then Hisuian Decidueye was another massacre, and when you look at the revealed Pokemon before launch, like, these are all the good ones, and the newest batch, like, it's hard, they can't call this a new generation, but, like, the newest batch of Pokemon is the worst we've ever had. Worse than Gen 8, worse than Gen 5.
You're absolutely right, Vlissify. Everything from Gen 5 is absolutely terrible as well, too. And all the freaking designs from Pokemon Legends Arceus, yeah, man, they're terrible as well. But Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Pokemon Sword and Shield, nah, man, those are absolutely flawless, perfect 10 out of 10 games with 10 out of 10 designing and all of that. You just won't ever stop, will you, Vlissify? But don't worry, as long as you don't ever stop, I won't ever stop with these videos either. Anyway, I'm not going to cover the entire video because, of course, I don't want you guys losing any more fucking brain cells from hearing Vlissify's voice. So, you guys already know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn the notifications up above to get notified about when I release new stuff. This is Mitsune Nika. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.
I've been counting down the days to get out. I've been looking for a way from this town.